You really need this job.
You're a deportee, aren't you? You can't hire a criminal.
I'm looking for Samuel St. Clair.
I've been looking for my son everywhere.
You got a beautiful smile.
You love me, right?
There are other ways to pay for things.
Make an example out of
I'm done.
You don't know.
Deportee boy!
I'm in trouble. Why you do this for?
There's only one law here in Greenwich Farm.
Fight or be killed.
In preparing for the role of Marva, what did you learn about Caribbean deportees, and indeed deportees in general, that really challenged you in some personal way?
Of all the things that I had to research about Marva and come up with for her, that was the one thing where I felt the most secure, because my father is from Trinidad, my mother is from Panama. Most of the Black people in Panama, or a great deal of them, came there from the West Indies to work on the canal. So my family is from Barbados and from St. Vincent, and I know their stories,
Right.
the stories that I grew up with, and not even being in the islands, but more being a stranger in a strange land, like what the immigrant experience is like. You know, how my mother didn't speak the language and didn't know where she fit, and same for my father. So that I felt intimately aware of. With me, Marva, the real research came in being a mother, because that's the
Right.
core of her story.
Where did you go as an actress, as a woman, to give credibility to such an enormous challenge in the role?
Well, I'm not a mom. I'm a daughter of a really amazing mother, who's the daughter of another amazing mother. And so I have great examples of women who fight for their children. And so there was that. But then also, you know, I'm a big believer in imagination. I think one of like the great Adler quotes is, you can't ever have lived the life of King Lear, so you have to imagine it if you want to play him. And for me, I think imagination kind of gives more freedom. So it's a lot of just, you know, like making stuff up.
Given that an enormous number of deportees have grown up within the Caribbean diaspora and are increasingly responsible for many of the heinous crimes that are occurring within Jamaica, within Trinidad, within St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In this context, what did you learn, or what are your views on the deportation system?
It's difficult because the characters in this story are less the perpetrators of those crimes. They're more the victims of the system at large. And what ends up happening is some place like Jamaica, where they're literally throwing people in without any social safety nets.
Right.
They're putting the people in their country at risk by throwing in somebody who should be in jail for 10 years, 12 years, 14 years, and they're just throwing him away on the street or her away on the street. So they're putting their innocent people at risk, and then also people like the characters in this film who, you know, their crimes are petty. Marva's crime in particular is really petty.
Right.
It's a crime that she didn't even know she was committing at the time. And for her to lose her life because of this one small fault, it's very unfair. It's all very unfair. And it's just a strange relationship for these Western countries to have with another country, a Caribbean country.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. Tatyana, you accredit your success and longevity in the business to your parents' hardline expectation that you must excel academically. I wonder, as an 11-year-old transitioning from Long Island to California, how you would have faced or at least processed this enormous challenge and excitement.
I don't know. Maybe it is a West Indian. I think part of it is cultural. It's like a West Indian thing. Like me and my sisters who are not, they're not performers. Like you're expected to work hard.
Right.
You have to work 150% if everybody's working 100% if you want to succeed. And then also, school was very important to my parents, and I had to get good grades in order to act before I got Fresh Prince. Like I acted after school, and sometimes I had to take time off of school to work and to be in things, but I had to keep my grades up. And what I think that's attributed to, I guess, the length of my career, being able to have a career for a long time, because what that did is instill a sense of pride in me. I know that being an actor isn't everything that I am, it's what I do. And so I have a whole like life and spirit life outside of that. And I think that's where a lot of, when you see child actors being hurt or child performers being hurt or going through difficult things in their life, it's because when the camera goes off, you don't know who you are.
Right.
And so my parents didn't let that happen.
Fantastic.